Share a dream, speak the truth, let some hope into the world.
Welcome back to the Gennie Coe Show. I'm Gennie Coe, your Boerne High School registrar. Today you are in for a very special treat. As you can see, we're in the culinary arts kitchen with the amazing and awesome Mrs. Hogan. Sometimes we have professional dreams and personal ones. So today we're going to visit with Miss Hogan about both of them. So Miss Hogan, why don't you start off by telling us how this passion came about in your life and how it propelled you forward to make it come true.
I think it started back when I was a little kid. My mom was great about just pulling us in the kitchen and baking together, cooking together. And it was always so fun. And then I was also in a family of teachers. I had several of my relatives who were teachers. And so I grew up thinking I wanted to teach, but it was not until my senior year that I put it together that I wanted to be a culinary teacher. When I got into a culinary class kind of by accident. I had not done the prerequisite and got in there. First day, I looked at the teacher and I said, okay, how do I teach this? Because this is amazing, so fun. It was my passions and things that I loved to do at home. And she told me how to do family consumer science and where to go, and I was hooked. I knew right then. So that's what I did. Went to Texas State University, graduated, and now I've just been a culinary arts teacher ever since, or food-related classes ever since.
I love it. And I love that one of your biggest influences in your life, your sweet mom, helped spark that dream, make it come true. And I know that it honors her and blesses her to see you carrying on that legacy. It's pretty special. Well, there's no doubt you're making a huge impact here at Boerne High School. You were named the Teacher of the Year in 2019. Your program here at the school continues to grow. There's more and more students that are taking and signing up for culinary arts. And you're just a light, just you're shining so bright. So we're so grateful to have you. And thank you for having me today in your kitchen. So what would you want to tell the students before they leave you? What do you want them to remember and take with them into the future from Ms. Hogan?
Great question. I hope that they get some good cooking and baking skills. I think they definitely will need those. But to me, that's not the most important thing that I can give them. And I think what I will always try to do there is help them to see some good things. We do something called Good Thing Monday, most every Monday, where we circle up and we try to get the kids to tell me something good going on in their life, something that they're looking forward to, something good that happened over the weekend, just anything. And sometimes they just stare back at me and or tell me I have nothing good. And it's in those moments that I try to get them to see that there is something. I tell them there's always something good. Sometimes you just have to look a little harder to see it. Yeah. And I hope that that follows them, because we all have been in situations that don't seem good, but there always is some good that will either come from it later. Sometimes you don't see it in the thick of it, but sometimes you do later. And I think it gives them hopefully a positive outlook on what situations they're going through. I hope that that can help to be a little bit of a light in a dark situation. And when they tell me something bad, sometimes I do like to help them paradigm shift how to turn it into a positive. So that's a good skill for the future. I hope that they remember that.
Love that. Good Thing Monday. That's special. So let's switch gears a little bit and let's start talking about your personal dreams that just came true for you and Coach Hogan. So why don't you share with the BHS students what that dream was and how seeing the miracle of the dream come true, how it's impacted you and how it has spurred you on to look at your days so much brighter ahead.
So I wanted to be two things, my two dreams. I remember writing in a third grade essay about what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said I wanted to be a teacher and a mom. And it's a gift that I get to be both of those things today. Being a teacher was a goal that was easy to accomplish, and I worked hard, graduated, got the job, stuck at it. But being a mom was a little bit harder of a journey for us, and so it was a challenge. In 2018, I found out that I was pregnant, and we were so excited. And then just a couple weeks later, we found out that that baby didn't have a heartbeat anymore, had stopped growing, and then I lost that baby, and it was a little baby boy, and I was devastated. I mean, gosh, that was the hardest thing that I had ever walked through in my entire life. And it kind of sparked then a journey of figuring out what was going on with my body. I had a health condition that started even when I was in high school and was causing me issues. And so then it was a journey of, amongst the grief of just losing baby, the journey of trying to get a doctor to listen to me and take it seriously and agree to do something about it. And at that time too, just on the note of dreams, I felt like everyone around me at that moment was getting their dreams to come true. And so it was so hard being in a season that we didn't want to be in, and we're just praying that it would end soon. That waiting time was so hard. And so finally got a doctor to listen, to take it seriously. I ended up having a procedure that then would heal some things in my body, and we were able to get pregnant again. This time with Hannah. So, the crazy thing is that took, 45 seconds to describe, but it felt so long and so hard and so discouraging. And it felt like there was no end in sight. And the only reason why I was able to keep going in that and not lose hope was personally because of my faith in Jesus Christ. The understanding, the belief that He wasn't done writing the story yet, and that there was more to come. I wasn't promised that meant baby. I wanted to be a mom. I was fearful that what if that would never be true for me. Just continued to pray and hope that it was something, a dream that I was able to have. And that's what I hope maybe that our students will hear in this story. I mean, I don't know if any of them will experience a miscarriage or a hard journey like mine, but they will all encounter something very difficult and a season that feels impossible or a season that feels incredibly discouraging. And I hope that they hear in our story just how you can't lose hope, and you have to keep believing that there is good even in the most difficult of circumstances, because there was for us. Even in what felt impossible was such kindness from others and kindness from the Lord too, that we got to see in His just provision and faithfulness in ways that I could talk for 2 years about probably, because it has so much. Just that any hard circumstance, there will be an end in sight, and He will bring good things out of even the most difficult of circumstances. And for us now, looking at Hannah, I mean, that is a dream come true. It's a miracle, one that I do not take lightly, because not everyone gets to have their dream come true, and I realize that. And I'm just so grateful that God has given us that opportunity, and I hope to always use the opportunity to tell of His faithfulness, because that's what it is. And you just did. So that's awesome.
Goodness, this is such amazing news, and it's just a miracle, and I'm just so grateful that you shared it with all of us. And we just can't share that kind of good news and not share the miracle herself. So why don't we have Coach bring out Hannah Lynn Hogan? Hey, Hannah! Oh my goodness, sweet girl. How's it going? You see the balloon? Guys, this is Hannah Lynn, and she's turning 1 year old. Can y'all believe it? So this is a 1-year-old miracle you're looking at right here. And we're just so grateful that you guys brought her onto the show and you're sharing her with us. Yeah. So this is your very own balloon, Hannah, and this is your very own cookie. So let's do this super quick. Yeah. We're gonna light it and then we're gonna sing happy birthday. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Hannah. Happy birthday to you. Hello, and many more. Yay! That's so awesome. Yes. All right. Well, I also have a gift for each mom and dad, and it's your own I Am a Dreamer journal. So take those. It's a fun birthday celebration and to encourage encouragement to keep dreaming big dreams. So thanks for dreaming big with us and sharing your dreams with us too. So Coach Hogan, I want you, before we close, talk to me about, or all of us, about what you're seeing on our campus that's been really kind this year. Just going about our kindness campaign, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, personally, I've been floored with the kindness and support of the community, especially the kids.
Whoa,
They ask me,
baby's live.
that's right. They ask me all the time how Hannah's doing and updates on Hannah, and I'm floored because I remember when I was a teenager, that was the last thing on my mind was somebody else's life and kids. So I'm astounded by that, by our kids. They're awesome. In my class, I've got one student, Emery Miller. I've got a board right by my door, and I noticed her a couple weeks into school. She would write an inspirational message for the next class, for the next day, and then she would change it the next day. Never signed it, never did anything, nothing really in it for her. She just started doing it. It was totally unprompted, so I always thought that was really, really cool.
That's so special. Way to go, Emery. Proud of you, girl. And for any greyhounds out there, let's keep showing kindness. It really does matter. And you know what? We started a new school year, a new year, new semester. So let's make this the very best one yet. Okay, greyhounds, we're gonna end with a quote, like we always do. Where there is hope, there is faith. Where there is faith, there will be miracles. So greyhounds, don't lose hope and keep the faith. We'll see miracles. Keep dreaming big out there. We'll see you next time.